Wow, 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 I feel like I am Owen Wilson at the art museum. Oh my god, do we have so much to talk about regarding Stranger Things Season 4. Let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Name it.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
We're gonna get you. Oh, blood on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about Stranger Things Season 4, which I am so excited to see this Friday, baby. Volume 1 comes out May 27th, this Friday on Netflix exclusively, so make sure to check that out if you're pumped for it, just like how I am. The final trailer came out today, as well as a bunch of other news about Stranger Things 4. Like I said, we won't be able to fit it all into one video. I'm gonna actually have to split this into two videos, I think. So today we're talking about the trailer in this video and a little clip that we got over the weekend, and some other news in another video coming later today. So real quickly discussing the first 8 minutes of episode 1 of season 4. We actually got that released on YouTube this past weekend, which is really exciting stuff, and I got to watch it a couple times now, and oh my god, I mean, what a way to start off your season. Wow. Now, if you have not seen that yet, I highly recommend checking it out before I talk about it. Otherwise, all of this will make absolutely zero sense to you. So essentially what happens in this scene is we see Matthew Modine's character Papa getting ready for his day back in 1979. He heads to Hawkins' laboratory. He goes and he talks to a character named 10, who has the power to basically see anything, like anywhere in the world. And we kind of learned that the extent of his range is that he can at least see into other rooms. Now, here's what's really interesting about this scene. Although we see almost everybody die at Hawkins' lab in this scene, besides 11, Papa, and possibly 10, who may still be alive, we do know that 8 is still alive and survived this massacre, because we do see 8 later on in the series in season 2. Why I believe she survived and how she actually might come back for season 4 is because of her powers. She's able to literally like make people see a certain thing. So maybe 11 walked into her room, didn't see anything, moved on to the next room and started killing everybody, which is crazy. I can't wait to expand on this a little more. I'm really pumped to see where all this goes, what they're setting up with this scene. But 8 obviously survives this because of her power to make people see things that aren't actually there. So she probably could have just stood in a corner and pretended there's a corner there. Now, although we see the character of 10, a brand new character with all this blood on his shirt, I don't believe he's dead. I honestly think he's still alive, and the reason they had this as the first scene in the new season is to set up the fact that he's still alive and he's going to be used somehow in this next film, possibly to spy on the Russians. That's probably what they were testing him for at Hawkins' laboratory for in the first place anyways. It's been highly speculated for a while that Papa is not dead and will be coming back for this season, something that is still not technically confirmed, but with this being the opening scene of this new season, I would speculate that they're probably setting up Papa's return for this next season. I said season a lot there, wow. But now getting into the brand new final trailer for season 4 of Stranger Things. At the very beginning of the final trailer, we get a line where someone says, "It's time," and my god, does it sound like Robert Englund. Please! Fingers crossed, baby, that Robert Englund is playing Vecna. You guys know how passionate I feel about this. I mean, Vecna is quite literally an homage to Freddy Krueger in every sense of the word. They keep showing the Creel house, which looks a lot like the Nightmare on Elm Street house from those movies, that is teased in literally like every single sequel for some reason, even though we don't even follow the character who lives at that house in every single one of those sequels, which is kind of odd and bizarre, but hey, whatever, who cares? Something I find really interesting about this brand new trailer is we see Steve, Nancy, and some other brand new characters in the Upside Down. But then also what's weird about that is we see them with our main kid characters in what I would assume is an earlier episode. Somehow maybe they get sucked into the Upside Down and can't escape, possibly. Could that be possibly because when they're exploring the Creel house, which is something we've gotten teased in some of the past trailers, as well as this final trailer, maybe Steve, Nancy, and some of the other characters somehow get sucked in to the Upside Down and can't escape. And of course, you know, Dustin doesn't want to go in there. He's also going to get stuck. Screw that. We're leaving. We're going to figure out something else, another way to get them out. Maybe it's to get 11 to somehow open up this portal, go in there, save our friends, and then get them out. But the whole time, they have to be fit. They have the whole subplot going on. They have to face against Victor Creel, who is possibly Vecna. I mean, look, that's 2 V's, baby. 2 V's. 2 V's. Come on. It's got to happen. Speaking of new characters, there was a lot of them in this new trailer. Something I'm actually kind of concerned about, considering during this series passes with new characters. We have Max coming back for this new season, of course, who's a great new character, as well as her older brother Billy. I don't believe he'll be back in this next season because he is otherwise assumed dead. I would assume that at this point, considering what happened in the last season, so I don't think he's coming back. But Max is a character I really like, and I'm very excited she's here, but there has been some other new characters, like 8, for example, that audiences didn't really love all that much, including myself. I felt like her character didn't fit the tone of Stranger Things all that much as I wanted to see more of the test subjects and all the other experiments, like all the other people who got like tested on and experimented on. I wanted to see more of those characters, but 8's like whole punk tone and all that I feel like doesn't really fit in Stranger Things, oddly enough. You think a show about the 80s that would totally work, but it feels really out of place for some reason. I can't quite put my finger on it, but that whole episode in season 2 doesn't even feel like a Stranger Things episode. But if they are going to introduce a lot of new characters into a show where it's very character driven and is really good in my opinion because of the characters, you better make sure these characters are good, man. If you're gonna take a little more of the focus off of the already established characters that we love and you're gonna put it on these new characters, I hope they're good. That's the only thing. I'm rooting for them. I'm going in with cautious optimism about these new characters, but sometimes that can muddy the pot. Is that even an expression, muddying a pot? I don't know. Fuck it. I also find it very darkly funny that we see this dude in a white shirt shooting at like what I'm assuming is government agents probably coming to kidnap somebody or someone in this friend group, and he's shooting at them, and then later on we see him with a gunshot wound getting into the pizza van that's been teased to us in an earlier trailer. I'm so excited to see this character. Speaking of new characters, this dude who's clearly a stoner who works as a pizza delivery driver and now is unfortunately getting sucked into all of this madness. I'm very excited to see him. He looks awesome. This is a new character that I'm very pumped to see in the next season. Oh, and by the way, at this point in the video, if you're like, Jake, you forgot about Piper, one of the coolest new characters. I did, and I'm so sorry. I apologize. I will literally never forget about fucking Maya Hawke ever again. My God, she's amazing. I literally just caught myself recording this video. I'm like, oh, I didn't even talk about her. Holy shit. Okay, Stranger Things actually has a pretty good rep with its new characters. I take back what I said. But besides that lighthouse sounding sound effect that's playing throughout this entire trailer, what did you guys think about the final trailer and those opening 8 minutes to the first episode of season 4? I am literally so excited. I am absolutely like going nuts. I feel like my head is going to explode Friday. We have to do some drone shots for Red Right Hand that day, but literally after, I'm binging the entire fucking thing and then posting a review about it the next day because oh my God, I am so excited. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this long ass update talking about Stranger Things 4. I will have a video later on tonight, probably way later, talking about this spin-off series that's coming up. In the meantime though, make sure to check out the Lethal Collective stream tonight at 5 o'clock. And also if you want to become a channel member, make sure to hit that join button on my page, or maybe you want to support me on Patreon. The link for that is also on my little about page here. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Stranger Things 4 update again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.